Hi everyone, Peter Liciaga here, Mount Laurel, New Jersey, and it might be early for you. Right now it's about 10 minutes to 8, and I've been awake for a while, if you guys haven't noticed. But I thought I'd share a couple of answers that I gave yesterday and maybe show you guys a couple of things that might be helpful for some of you because you've been asking me some of these things. And I put in my journal a couple of questions I was asked yesterday, and one of them is basically has to do with my workout, my morning workout when I wake up. And I already did that already, so I always keep it simple in the morning because my goal when I get up in the morning with my workout is to wake up my body to get the blood flowing. And so I've done that already. But I want to show you what I did. It's real simple, very easy. And then after that, I'm going to talk about. There's a question that was asked to me, and I wrote it down. I think it was this was the idea was how can I help people? And this was from another martial arts instructor. And the question was this: how can I help people make sense of martial arts when they really don't care about the kicks, punches, blocks, chokes, arm bars, UFC? They don't care about any of that. How can I, as a martial arts instructor, make sense of martial arts to people who don't care about any of that? And so I'm going to talk a little bit about that. But first, I'm just going to go into the other part, come out of my studio, and I'm going to go to the part of the garage where this is actually my wife's studio. Look at this, where my wife does all her work here. She does all conference. She does her what she does, coaching, vocal lesson coaching and dancing, everything here. Everything happens in here. This is all the posters of the shows that we've done. And you can see up there people that we've worked with over the years, performing artists, the posters there. And here's one of the few shows that I produced and in Germany called the Red Hot Latin Night, a salsa show. I did that in Germany. Okay, but that's all that stuff. So anyway, what I'm going to do is just show you quickly just three basic exercises that I do for early morning workout. And sometimes it varies. I may add other things depending on how my body feels. But again, my goal in the morning when I get up is to wake my body up. So very easy: squats, push-ups, crunches. Squats, push-ups, crunches. That's it. So I want to get my legs flowing because I have my hip is really, 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 really tight. So what I'm going to do is let me go ahead and show you what I do. So I'm going to see if I can navigate this phone down over here. I'll put it right over here. And let me tip this up. Drop it over here. Let's get this on my I have a little stand here. I apologize for a little bit of the mess up, but it's worth it, guys. Give you an idea. Just answer a question. It's worth it for that one person that asked about this. And I'm answering this question for them. There's some of you out there that might benefit from this. So let me just turn it this way. Very easy. Okay, guys, let's see if we got this right. Oh, that's good. So let me back this up a bit. So I know the idea is squats. And for me, it's not the best image here, but that's okay. You'll get the idea. And for me, it's just deep squats. My hip here, this is a very tight hip. So when I sit down, it gets really, really tight because I'm on the office. I do all my work on my computer, so I'm sitting down a lot. So when I stand up, it's really tight. And then when I teach at night, I'm on my legs all day. And so this starts, so I'm used to standing up. So when I go to sit down, it gets really tight. So this is my greatest issue that I have physiologically is this hip. So right now it's loosened up because I already worked out. So this is what I'll do. I'll start my squats. I'll go down a little bit, and I want to see where my hip is, and I start loosening it up a bit. And then eventually, once I get that, I'll do maybe 10 sets, and then I'll drop down, do 10 sets of push-ups, and then I'll do 10 sets of crunches. And then I build up from there. I'll do maybe 3 to 5 sets of just that, just rotating intervals. Do squats, push-ups, and crunches, and in that order. So I'm working my way from standing up to going down. Very basic. So this is not the best framing of it, but hey, I'm by myself, but you'll get the idea. So I'll start with my hands like this, or I'll put my hands back here, and I'll go down. And you see I go like pretty much of a deep squat, there and out. And so right now I'm nice and warmed up, but sometimes my mornings are like this, very low. It doesn't matter to me. I do my best, forget the rest. And that's my best. So if I go here, I'm good, but I know I'm warming it up, getting the blood flow. And that's what I want. I want my body to wake up. Okay, and so I'll go down here and I'll do 10. But by the time I get to the third or fourth set of this, I'm doing pretty good. My body's nice and warm. I'm going down. And I'll do 10 of these. Very easy, very relaxed. Sometimes I bring my elbows to my knees, keeping my hands in a guard position, going deep squats. Okay, once I finish 10, I go right to my push-ups. Sometimes I have to loosen up my hips, and sometimes I'll drop my hip and stretch out my hip, and that helps my hip out here. So I've done this already, so this is pretty good. So now I'll just do 10 push-ups. Okay, and I'll go all the way down and all the way up, all the way down and up. Sometimes if my shoulders are really bad, I'll go right to my knees, come up, and I push up. Okay, but I'll do 10. Okay, once I'm done with that, I'll go right to my crunches. So I come right over here, go down, and I crunch up. Nice little crunches, crunching, just like that. Sometimes I'll do a full sit-up, and I go right back down. But I'm really focusing on my core. And that's it. That's all I do. Simple and easy, not complicated. There are times I'll go to the gym because I want to maybe get after it. I'm feeling good that day. I'm going to throw some weights around. I'll do that. But my goal for me, get my body moving, get the muscles warmed up, oxygen going through my body. And then after that, I'll take my shower, eat my food, and then I come into my office and do some work. And before I come to my office, I do a lot of study. Like before I put this video up live, I actually went and watched a couple of webinars, and mostly on how can I serve my community. And that's my main thing right now. As I go into 2019, I'm asking myself, how can I better serve my community? Which is a reason why I'm doing a lot more live videos. You guys have noticed that I'm doing a lot of this because I want to make sure I do all that I can to serve you guys, because I have a bit of an obsession with that. And that's my martial arts inside of me. Okay, so that's what I do with my workout. Keep it simple, guys. And if your goal is just to get that body moving, I'm 57 years old, and I'm not concerned about doing high kicks anymore. I'm not concerned about being like a martial arts champion. I just want to be the best father that I can be, the best husband that I can be, the best community member that I can be, the best martial arts teacher that I can be, and I need my body for that. So I need to maximize and optimize my body. That's my goal, and I keep it simple. Just move the body. Okay, I got that from my grandfather. So now, I hope that's helpful. Very simple and easy. So let me go back into my office, and let me get a little comfortable here. And what I want to do is I'm going to talk about, let me get this right over here, reset this camera up here. Let me plug in my power. It's charged up there. And let me reset this camera here. Okay, so what I want to talk about is that question that was asked of me yesterday. How do I make sense of martial arts for people who really don't care about the kicks, punches, blocks, chokes, arm bars, and they really don't care about becoming martial arts champions? They don't care about any of that. They just, and this was asked of me by another martial arts instructor who actually teaches, a great instructor, a great martial artist. And this is one question they asked me. Well, Peter, I hear how you talk, and because I had just told them that my goal is to go out into my community and find those that don't train in martial arts. And my question is this: why are you not training in martial arts? Why? If you're not training in martial arts, I'm asking myself why. Because I know the benefits of it. Yes, I've been doing it since I was 9 years old, and that was 48 years ago, being that I'm 57. And that was my little announcement for my get my podcast up. I'll be doing that right as soon as I finish with you guys. And but I've been doing it for such a long time, and it's benefited me. Now, as I get older, I don't kick the way I used to kick. I'm not that youthful martial artist that I was before, but there's benefits in there, and I share about that. And I'm wondering why people don't train in martial arts, because there's such benefits in it beyond the kicks, the punches, blocks, and all that. What I call the spectacle. And so the question is this: how do I make sense of martial arts to people who don't care about any of that? And let me talk about my answer to that. Well, let me do this. I got to show you guys this. I have my screen up here, and can you guys see that pretty good? I think you guys see that. I love the movies, and one of the things that I shared on my 10X presentation, and you have the link right here on the description, and I've been talking about this for a couple of weeks, did it live a couple of weeks ago. and talking about martial arts and my upbringing and my family, blah blah blah, a whole bunch of stuff that why martial arts for me is the thing you want to do. If a parent asks me, what do I need to do? What's your number one recommendation, Peter, for me to empower my kids, to help my kids be more focused, more disciplined? I will always say, put them in martial arts, always. And so the presentation, the 10X presentation, is about that. Okay, and so they're in it. I share a couple of movies or parts of movies. I don't show you the whole movie. I can't do that. It's copyright issues. But small little snippets of movies that are my favorite. And one of the ones that I show is about the awesomeness of martial arts in movies. And it's pretty awesome. And so let me show that to you right over here. Let me see. Can you guys see that? I think you guys, I'm going to make sure I can see that right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I can see the reflection. I don't know how you got. Let's see if you guys see this. Matrix. Okay, guys. For the Matrix. Special effects and all that. Check this out. One of my favorite scenes. I put it together. It's real fast. Check it out. Yeah. Show me. Cool. Isn't that cool? Okay, that's one of my greatest. All right, guys, I showed you that. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I just wanted to share that. It's a spectacle. It's awesome. And, even now when I watch that, I say, oh, I want to do that. I want to do that. But in reality, I know I'm not going to be able to do that. Matter of fact, no one really can do that unless you have the special effects, you have the wires, because I did stunt work in the past, and what it takes to make a scene like that. We're talking about months and months of training, and then having the right people there, having the camera angles. I mean, it's a spectacle. It's a show, but it's motivating. You say, oh man, I want to do that. But some of us don't care about that. We don't care about what I just showed you there. So how do I make sense of martial arts? Okay, and I show some videos of some of the ridiculousness of martial arts. You go to YouTube, and you'll see these ridiculous videos of martial artists doing these martial arts magical techniques where they're not even touching someone and the person crumbles. They come towards them and they just wave their hand, and the person that's coming and attacking them, the martial arts waves their hand, and the person redirects magically, flies off to the side, or they go like this. They go shoo, and then a whole group of people fall down. That's ridiculous. That's not real. It's ridiculous. So how do I make sense of martial arts for people who don't care about any of that, and they see the foolishness of martial arts? They see the spectacle of martial arts. They see the strength and the board breaking and the arm breaking and the beating up bad guys. Maybe you're not interested in any of that, but is that all martial arts is? Does it make sense? My conversation yesterday was simply, my answer was simply this, was that, I asked the person, now, if you're not interested in martial arts, are you interested in improving yourself and, taking where you are, no matter what level of success you are, would you like to take it up another notch? And of course, they're going to say, they said yes, and most people will say, yeah. In my right mind, yes, I always want to get better. And this time of year, New Year's is right around the corner in a couple of days. People are thinking about, okay, it's this newness, this new feeling. What can I do to improve myself? I want to take it to the next level. They're always talking about taking it to the next level. Even now, I'm talking about 10Xing. How can I 10X what I'm doing and take it to the next level of my personal best? So you hear all these catchphrases. That's what martial arts is about. Martial arts is about discipline. Martial arts is about creating a structure and a mindset and what we call this indomitable spirit, this heart of a warrior. Not so that you can fight like this, a warrior like this, or like this with, firearms or swords. It's not about that. Okay, it's a warrior to be able to confront the challenges of everyday life. Number one challenge, getting up in the morning. Right before I came on here, well, when I first woke up, one of the first things I saw on my feed, and that's one of the first things that I do, I'll check my feed because I get up at 4:30. Today I got up at, I got up at 4:30. My alarm got me up today. Sometimes I just get up before my alarm, like yesterday I did, but today my alarm got me up at 4:30. Very tired because I've been working out hard, doing my regular training in the morning now, and then doing, yesterday I did jujitsu, so my body was really feeling it. So I got up at 4:30, and then I usually go right into my family room. I turn on YouTube where I have a set of videos of seminars and workshops that I have a list of that I want to watch that has to do with, just becoming, more focused, maybe stronger, maybe being a better communicator on what I want to communicate. So I have all these lists of videos. So I'll put those on, and then that's when I'll do my workout. I'll start stretching out my body. But then I whip up my phone and I look at what did I miss during the night, because I have some people around the world that communicate with me that when I'm sleeping, they're awake. So they'll send me a comment or a question. There was a comment there from yesterday's picture of my watch that when I got up, and they said, "Dang, you get up that early? Do you do that every day?" And so I responded to them, "Yeah, I do that every day." And then I started speaking a little bit about, not only do I get up that day, but I really want to make sure that I maximize my day. So that is our first challenge. The question is, are you getting up when you know you need to be getting up so that you can be equipped to be the warrior and have the mindset so that when challenges come your way, that you are equipped to confront those challenges and to mitigate whatever's happening coming in your direction? And so that's what I train for, and that's the mindset of a warrior. As far as I'm concerned, martial arts gives you that environment to train and think like a warrior. And yes, there's a lot of physical, but I love the physical aspect because you really, connect with your whole body, and you start with the physical. I know when a student comes to us, right away we get you moving. You got to get moving. You got to get up. You got to move. And you do your best, forget the rest. And many of us get caught up into wanting to look a certain way or be a certain way. We have these expectations. We see a movie like this, and we say, that's what we should look like when we do martial arts. And that is so wrong. You look like what you look like when you do martial arts. The point is, you get moving. You start training like a warrior. You start training like a warrior for you. So that might be, hey, I've never done push-ups. I remember years ago, I had a good friend of mine that right away wanted to start training martial arts. He realized I was back in town. He said, I want to train martial arts with you. And then he came in, and he had just finished having, a triple heart bypass. 6 months prior to that. And he could not do one push-up. And I told him, that's okay. You do your best, forget the rest. And then 4 years later, he was able to then test for his black belt, first degree black belt. And he was able to do the 100 push-ups. He was able to do his 100 sit-ups. And he was able to run 4 miles around the track. But it started with him just getting on the mats, doing his best. That's martial arts. Martial arts is you working yourself to become your best. But you have to have this warrior mindset. And so going to the gym, it's not designed. The gym is a tactic, a strategy that you can implement with this mindset. But the martial arts environment, it's all about creating that mindset. And you'll work on physical aspects. You'll work on mental aspects, emotional aspects of being this warrior. How do you train like a warrior? How do you think like a warrior? How do you process your emotions as a warrior? Okay, because if you're in the heat of the battle and you allow your emotions to take over, you can't think clearly. So in the heat of a battle and stressful times, you need to control your emotions so you can think clearly to make sure you're moving in the right direction to resolve whatever the challenge is. And then there's always a right time and a right place to get emotional, but you have to be discerning about that. Martial arts is about that. So how do I make sense of martial arts for people who don't care about the kicks, punches, blocks, arm bars, chokes, throws, all that stuff, board breaking and bad guy bashing? Okay, how do I make sense of martial arts beyond all that? Martial arts is just about you becoming that warrior to be prepared for the challenges that will come. And I'm 57, going to be 58 years old, so I've seen enough of life to know that there are ups and downs. And so the ups, in a way, it's easy to ride the ups of life on that top of that wave. You get on that wave and you're just riding it because you're really good. You're riding it. It's nice and flow. And all of a sudden, here it comes, that dip, that drop. Okay, be prepared for that. And training in martial arts prepares you for that. And you become more resilient, not just physiologically, but psychologically and emotionally. You become more resilient. Martial arts. That's why it makes sense that everyone needs to do martial arts. Everyone needs to train so that they are prepared for those challenges in life. And what other way to prepare for challenges in life than to do it in martial arts? Now, I don't really care whether you do a stand-up martial art or a ground martial art. I really don't care. I don't care what you do. But if you want to get with an instructor that thinks like a warrior, that they are bringing, you are going to them, and they know you're coming because you want to be equipped for the challenges of life. Now, you may want to come and be maybe a UFC champion. That's fine. You still got to get the right mindset. You're still going to have to confront the challenges of that world. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's all the same. The concepts, the principles, the ideas, the tactics, the strategies. That's why I survive. And I know I took last week off from my jiu-jitsu training because I had so much work that I was doing. I needed to make sure I got it done. And at all costs, I had to get it done. And I did. And one of the things I could not get to was my jiu-jitsu. So I'm asking myself this question. Okay, I'm going back this week. Didn't train all week this week. So we're talking about almost 2 weeks of not training. I went back yesterday, and this was my question. Okay, at 57 years old, I haven't done any cardio. I've done some strength training and some moving of the body to keep my body moving, to keep it active like I do every day. But I didn't, do any cardio training. I didn't do any real strength training and endurance training. I'm just a guy who trains in martial arts, but I've been doing it for so long. Concepts, principles, ideas, positioning, get safe first, get better positioning, and then look for your finish. And I had all these concepts, my framing, I had all these ideas. So I went to train yesterday and jumped on the mats, did the regular class, learned techniques, was awesome, great, and then we went to our live training. And I believe it was 5 minutes or 6 minutes for each roll. So we go 6 minutes straight or 5 minutes straight, with no rest. Then you have a minute rest, and then you have another round. So it was rounds of 5 to 6 minutes. I'm not too sure whether it was 5 or 6 minutes, but anyway, 5 minutes. I don't know if you've done something high intensity for 5 minutes. It's exhausting. Anyway, so I started rolling with these guys. Then I'm asking myself, okay, good. So I don't have the endurance. I don't have the stamina. I don't have the training because I've been off for 2 weeks. Plus, I've been eating a lot. I've been what I call bulking, eating the meats, eating the pastas, eating, even some cookies and enjoying a couple of cookies. I don't eat cookies a lot, but I had a couple, so I go to train. But what I'm thinking of, okay, use concepts, principles that I've learned in martial arts. And guess what? Not only did I survive, but I was actually able to flow through it and have fun. Why? Because I understood the concepts, the principles, the ideas that martial arts teaches you. And so it had nothing to do with my physical prowess. It had nothing to do with my stamina, my endurance, and my cardiovascular, energy. It just simply had to do with me understanding the concepts and principles and ideas that martial arts teaches. And then you take what you learn and you apply it. You practice it in a physical environment. And then you hone it, you condition yourself, you build resilience, and then you test, and then you say, oh, that works. So at 57, I was able to roll with these guys that are 20s and 30s, and them saying, oh my gosh, you're so strong. I'm not strong. I just have good positioning, and I understand the principles and concepts of my elbows in, close to my hip, staying tight, staying contained, not going out like this and destroying all my leverage. I kept everything tight. So these are concepts, principles. Anyway, I'm going on a rant right now with the principles and concepts that you learn in martial arts. But that's how I make sense of martial arts for people who don't care about the kicks, punches, and blocks, all the spectacle of martial arts. You appreciate it maybe, but you don't care about that. You care simply about improving yourself. How can I think better? Martial arts will do that. And that is the feedback that I've gotten from people that have trained in martial arts. So do me a favor. Give me a call. And it's coming to the end of this year. And what I want to do is offer you, hey, I want you guys to give me a call, 856-235-0414. Schedule a private lesson with me. I'll do that completely free, no cost to you. And I will hear what you would like to improve in your life. Maybe you want more discipline. Maybe you just want to get a kickstart for the new year. I'll do that for you. Okay. And you will come together, make an appointment. We'll come at DKC, make an appointment there. And whether for you or for your family, for your child, we'll make the appointment. We'll do a bit of a short consult. I want to find out whether, your focus is discipline, or your focus is self-control, or your focus is simply, fitness and health, or you just want to get moving, or hey, maybe you are one of these people that think martial arts is pretty cool. I want to learn how to do the kicks, punches, and blocks, and I want to learn the spectacle of it. But let's come together and let me show you what we do at Donato Karate Center, and then I can find out how I can best serve you. And the best way to do that is by giving me a call, 856-235-0414. And if I don't answer it, Mrs. Donato, Erica Donato will answer it, or Mike Donato, Master Donato will answer it. And then just tell them, hey, I want to schedule a private session with Peter Liciaga. And then they'll ask you what day works best for you and what time works best for you. And schedule time. Do it. Right now it's Friday. Between today and tomorrow, I'll be at the school at Donato Karate today and tomorrow. Okay, and of course Monday and Tuesday when I won't be there, I'll be celebrating like you the new year. But see if you can get in before the end of this year. Okay, it's totally free, no cost at all. And of course, if you want to continue, we have a special for you. And I have one right now, 10x special, $179 for 30 days. But I give you a whole bunch of stuff. I give you everything that you need. And one of those things will be my my new journal here. In it, what I call my Black Belt Strong planner and journal for 2019, not 2018, 2019. It's pretty awesome. And I spoke about this yesterday, and you'll want to have one of these. So this is just one thing I'll give you. Go to the link, donatokarate.com/10x, and I share more of my presentation to you, but that's where I really talk about what you get for the 179. And if you don't want the 179, we do have $49 special that you can get a uniform for 30 days. But first things first, before you even spend any money, okay, give me a call, 856-235-0414. Get to know me, person to person. Let's shake hands and let's meet. Share with me what's important to you, and I will share with you how I can help you, because that's my goal. My whole obsession is really to help others improve, because I know in my own community, as I improve, if I can help others improve, we raise the value of our community. We accomplish more, no matter who's in the White House or whatever, who's in leadership positions. If we as a community, one at a time, build ourselves up, empower ourselves, the community gets better, regardless of what 1, 2, 3 people do. We come together as a community and build up. And I have an obsession with that. And my number one obsession are parents, because I know we parents, we have the answer for the future. And the future is our youth. And what we need to do is to raise up our children in the way they ought to go, way they should go. Because when they are older, they will have and be equipped with knowledge that we'll pass on to them. So my obsession is helping you, people in our community, and specifically our parents. So give me a call, 856-235-0414. Love to hear from you guys. Other than that, guys, have a great day. I'm going to do my podcast. I'm a little behind on my podcast, but that's okay. I get it up there. My podcast these days is really talking about overcoming the negativity in the world. And so the last couple of days I've been speaking about negativity. And yesterday I spoke about how do we help our kids or help ourselves choose friends, or at least view our friends in the right context. So check out my yesterday's live video about that. Other than that, guys, I'll talk to you guys soon. Again, call me 856-235-0414 and schedule a free consultation with me, a free private lesson with me. I will hear what's important to you, and I will let you know how I can help you take it to the next level for you, be empowered, and I will show you some easy, very easy martial arts techniques that's going to give you this martial art mindset, warrior mindset, and then you never know, you might be our next black belt strong. Okay, guys, have a great day. Talk to you soon.